Hey everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. Trove's known to crash, so bear with me here on that. Hey, welcome back to the stream, or if you're just first tuning in, thanks for tuning in. Had a little bit of technical difficulties there. Trove crashed me, so had to reset. Looking forward to when if I have enough people that tune in and watch me and I get big enough on here, then I'll probably invest in some actual gear, so when I do crash, I'll be able to just continue the stream. I won't have to close down everything. Right now I'm just streaming through my PlayStation 4. You're the first one back, Pot. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. You too, Dragon Beast. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Try to give out tips and pointers. Answer any questions the best I can. Hey, welcome, gods. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Glad to have you here. One thing I can say is when you help the critters, you know, if they're cold, they need a blanket. If they're injured, they need medical kit. Don't go too far away from them too fast, otherwise you won't get credit for actually helping them. This one wants food, it's hungry. I unfortunately don't have food equipped. I'm not gonna stop. The treasure ones, all you gotta do is laser mancy them. They just want to give you some crystals. Probably my favorite one of them all. Doesn't cost any material and you get the most important material all in one go. To get crystal, the best way is really to buy crystal pinatas. You can get quite a bit of crystal from those. Otherwise, look for the crystal layers. It's by crystal layers. I mean, it's a layer that has primarily has crystals all over it, versus having a material. And use your thumper when you're in there, and it'll reveal hidden crystals, which give more. The gold ones will give you 30. The ones that get revealed, versus the regular gold ones only give 15. And then there's just a lot more of the regular, normal white crystals that just give 1. But there's just so many more of them, so it makes it easier to gather. This would be one of the crystal layers I was just talking about. So there's crystals everywhere in here. Just used my thumper. Now there's even more crystals in here than there was just a second ago. There's one of those hidden ones. If you watch my crystal count, pick it up. Just got 31, picked up a single crystal, and that 30 crystal. I've heard people say that you can get the Lustrous Gem Box from Shadow Tower, but I'm not completely sure about that. I typically just farm gem worlds to get mine. So I can't give you a positive yes or no on that, but I think yes, you can. Don't quote me on that. Oh, there I go again. I didn't pay much attention on which way I came in here. Hopefully that doesn't cost me. Hopefully I go the right way when I leave. You see how many more crystals are in here now that I'm using that thumper? Not even in tier 5 yet. I'm not completely sure why I went in that one. Distracting myself, talking with everybody. Happens. Now, is this where I came from, or am I supposed to go up? I'm gonna hope this is the right way. Find out if I either get to tier 4, if I go back to tier 2. And then I'll know if I'm going the wrong way or not. It's one thing I can say is it's kind of important to pay attention which way you go when you're doing this. Yep, there's a block that got destroyed by a bomb plant. I'm going the wrong way. So I'm turning around here. The higher level tiers that you're in for the caves, the better chances of there being eggs. There's supposed to be silver and gold eggs, but I'm starting to really think that they don't even have them in the game right now. I've talked to a couple other people that have already mined hundreds of eggs since yesterday when they supposedly fixed it and added the silver and gold, but nobody has seen one yet. Which is kind of disappointing because, well, trying to get the rare allies out of these bronze eggs is not very good. I got lucky early this morning and I got my 5th rare companion. I have 3 more to go. But I ended up farming over 70 eggs last night just to get one rare companion. Thankfully, it was one of them that I actually needed, not a duplicate. There we go, tier 4. You can tell what tier it is. If you're going into the next tier, there'll be flashing LED lights. It'll show you there's 4 of them blinking. So you go into here, tier 4. If you turn around and look, there's 3 of them blinking, because I'd go back to tier 3. When you're doing this, I suggest focus on a certain material. You know, bring your gear to, if you're gonna mine, I recommend the barrier shield, because then it'll protect you from turrets, so you don't have to worry about being shot while you're trying to mine and having them drain your energy. If you're going for crystal, bring the thumper, that way you can reveal the hidden ones. I'm going for eggs, so I just kind of brought my thumper in case I come across a crystal layer. That's why I'm trying to just go as quick as I can to get to tier 5, where I have better chances of finding the companion eggs. Take a second here just to say thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate the views. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, because I don't want to go and mislead people. There's enough of that already out there, spreading rumors and things like that. I'd like to give people a good, accurate source of information if I can. Alright, now that I'm actually going to be focusing on going in layers. So when I leave this one, I need to hug the right wall, so I'm going to make a little note for myself there. Go right. The first thing you're going to do is there's going to be a tutorial quest line that kind of comes up with this update, and it'll walk you through and give you your first pieces of stuff that you need to upgrade and craft your gear. Once you get that once you complete the quest line, then you're kind of on a free roam to upgrade what you want. I recommend doing your gas first, and then keeping your Omni tool kind of a close second. That way, when you can go, that your gas will get you to go to the further tier caves, and your Omni tool being upgraded will make it so you can actually mine the materials that are found there. So to answer your question shortly, yes, upgrade your gas first. Alright, let's see if we can find a... Oh, there's the egg right there. Nice. Grab a little bit of this cork stone. It's used for making the lodestars, which are pretty useful. Need 150 of them, along with some other material just to make one, so they're kind of expensive to craft. Hey everybody that's just tuning in, thanks for checking out the stream. I'm just farming companion eggs from the new update for Trove Geode. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I'll answer them the best I can. Alright, I'm going to exit this one to the left. Be coming out of here and go left that way. Another good thing when you're farming materials is group up with a couple friends if you can, and then everybody know which portal you're gonna go into, and then you all enter it at the same time, and then that's really the only way to be able to group up in the caves. Farming materials it's great to have more people, because if anybody farms it, everybody gets it. The only thing that you have to collect yourself is you do have to get the crystals yourself. You can't group farm for those. But your thumper will reveal the crystals for everybody. So that is nice. So you can have one guy come with a thumper to reveal crystals for everybody. Another person brings their barrier shield so they can mine and not have to worry about being shot. Teamwork, that's very helpful in Trove, as hard as it can be sometimes to get a team going. Yep, yeah, correct. Thanks, Dragon Beast, for pointing that out. You do have to collect the eggs on your own. See how I used that thumper and all these extra crystals showed up? Grab a little bit more of this ore, and then I'm boogie on out of this layer. For anybody that missed it earlier, the water puddles that are in these caves help recharge your energy faster, so it's kind of handy. I would recommend upgrading your gems first, at least to level 15. Left. Because that way you can see where your procs go. Whether it's gonna, what stats get upgraded, the big upgrade. Because if you end up having your gem with one proc on each stat at level 15, you're gonna want to just toss it, because it's for end game. It's just not gonna be a good gem if you're trying to go for a damage build. Get those top 100 Daughter of the Moon times, get a purple name. The companion I'm using is a rare companion. I have it upgraded to level 5. Make a note here so I don't get lost when I leave this layer. I recommend that when you get some of the companions, bring them to the upgrading bench in Sanctuary and take a look at what stats they'll give you. Because the stats 2, 3, and 4 seem to be different for each of the allies. So, you know, kind of pick the ally that's going to benefit you the most to upgrade. And then stats 1 and 5 all seem to be, from what I've seen, they're all plus 300 gas, which having more gas will allow you to stay in the caves longer. So the longer you're in there, the more you're going to be able to harvest. Yes, I use Tomb Raiser, Shadow Hunter, and Gunslinger are the primary 3 classes that I play with. Tomb Raiser is just my favorite because I like necromancers, but for actual farming, you know, like grinding gems and things like that, I'll typically use my Shadow Hunter. It's got that range, the ability to see through walls, it's got good damage. Shadow Hunter's a pretty good farming class. I know a lot of other people like the Neon Ninja's pretty popular for farming class because it's got the highest movement speed out of all of them. But really, the little bit more movement speed you get is it's nice, but unless you're going to be farming for 8 hours, it's not a big enough difference. I would recommend using the class that you prefer, that you have the most fun playing with. That's really going to be your best class. You know, enjoy the game while you play. Because if you're enjoying yourself, you're going to play longer, you're going to grind longer, and then you're going to, in turns, you're going to get more. So really, pick what you have fun playing with. If you're going for speed runs and stuff like that, as far as I know, on console, it's still the best to use is Gunslinger and Candy Barb. We haven't got to really play with it a lot yet and test other classes, but as the game changes and progresses, you know, things can change as well. For Shadow Hunter, yeah, you'd want 100% crit hit. You want that on pretty much all of your classes. You want to get your crit hit up to 100%. That way, every time you attack, you do crit. That's pretty helpful as far as your damage goes. And then you're gonna want physical damage and crit damage for your other 2 stats primarily. Not a bad start. Keep working on it and you'll get up there. Really, it's just getting power rank up until your 10K. That way you can start farming stellar gems, because that's really where it starts to be important on what stats you have and what you're doing with them. If you can find groups of people to grind with when you're lower levels, that helps a lot for being able to actually get things done. And yeah, crit damage if you have the crit hit, which I'd strongly recommend, because the multiplier from crit damage it's just huge. Correct. You're correct with that, Dream. If you have low on crit hit, low crit hit, focus more on your physical damage. See, exit, follow the right wall. I've kind of noticed I make little notes to myself each time I enter one of these layers. That way I don't get lost when I leave and end up going backwards, and then just finding nothing after nothing, because I've already been to them. Took me a while to come up with a good system, but this seems to be working out fairly well for me, as long as I remember to do it before I enter the layer. Nice, found the egg right away. Makes this easy. Nice quick in and out. When you grab your eggs, make sure that it pops up that you actually got it. Sometimes the egg will disappear and you won't actually grab it, and you'll walk away and then it'll just respawn there. Because, well, Trove is wonderful like that. And as you can see with these rocket boots, if you keep yourself off the ground and you do your roll to dodge, you can actually get some pretty good movement speed going through these caves. Throwing the wrong things down, wasting materials. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm falling a lot, so getting those rocket boots upgraded high enough level to not take fall damage is saving me here. All those drops that I just did without the rocket boots upgraded like that, I would have just died. I would join you guys, but I'm gonna stay in the caves primarily today, just because I have all my gems already maxed out, so I really don't need gems myself, and I'd like to try to get another one of the rare allies knocked out if I can. I'm at 5 out of 8 of them. That's the only thing I have left to do from the Geode update. So I like try to knock them out as quick as I can, and then go back to my just normal grinding, working up, building my flux up, save it that way I can buy things when they're overpriced. Because supply and demand, update first hits, the demand is really high. Everybody wants all the new stuff, so the prices are really high. As people get what they need, prices will start to come down. More people will have the stuff to sell, so the supply goes up. Nice, there's the egg right away again. Another quick, easy in and out. Oh, gas is starting to get low. It's going to start flashing soon. Giving me the warning. Yep, there it goes. So yeah, when that little red circle gauge starts to flash, that's when you know you're almost out of gas. Red bar is your gas gauge, blue bar is your energy gauge. Once your gas runs out, it just kicks you out of the kicks you right out of the cave that you're in. The most flux I've ever had at one time is a little over 15 million flux, and that didn't last me long. I ended up spending about 5 million of it really quick, and And then I hovered around 10 to 12 mil before this update came out. And that did not last very long at all. I was broke in almost no time at all. Maybe 2 days, and I was out of flux again. Part of the big one of that was the Bomber Royale stuff. Other people ended up farming the Bomber Royale, the Auras, and the Dragon, and then I bought them off of them right away, and they were some of the first people that had them for sale, so they were very, very over expensive compared to what they've already dropped down to. Last I checked, the Dragon only costs like 2 million or 3 million in the marketplace. I ended up paying about 6 worth of materials and flux. But I was one of the first ones to get it, so once again, that's your supply and demand factor. What do I suggest doing for flux right now with with this Geode update? I'd recommend either doing Bomber Royale stuff and then selling the auras and mounts and stuff like that, or farming the caves and selling materials to people, because they're still pretty high demand, being that it's a new update. I don't think I'm going to find the second time. Oh, I did. Wow. Just got it, too. I'm going to get kicked out of here in less than a minute. Probably a good 15-20 seconds, actually. So I'm kind of happy I found that before I got kicked out. Yep. There it goes. Let's see how I did. I had 10 eggs when I started this run, and now I have 18. It's not a bad run. Got 8 eggs. Got some more materials. These are all the different materials that Trove has. This is the ally that I have. Somebody was or my companion that I have. Somebody was asking me about that. I like this one. It gives you the -5 to the end charge cost. So it uses 5 less energy every time I use my claw. -3% boot cost. That's huge. And then +5 climbing claw range. So that adds five of these blocks worth of range. So you count that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got this much extra distance, that my claw is able to shoot. That ends up adding up to be a lot, of what you already have. Each time before you go into the caves, I recommend going over and talking to these little guys. There's 3 of them. They all have a different quest for you that you can get. They all reward the lesser... Where is it? These lesser crystal caches. You have a chance of pulling drill bits, which are used to craft one of the 2 mounts. Those same 2 mounts are available in the marketplace, or in the store. So if you buy them out of the store, then you get those drill bits. You can loot collect the drill bits for, I believe it's 2,000 crystal for 5 of them, so it's like 400 crystal a piece. So that helps get your crystal up. Because if you go on the crafting bench here, you can see most of your things require crystal to build. You get into the end down here, and you get all your costumes. 9,999 crystal for each costume. So it gets to be a lot of crystals that you need. You got your tome, that's 10,000 crystals. All your different mounts, those are 7,500 to 10,500 for crystal. So you need a lot of crystal with this update. Go over to the other side here, grab my other quest before I forget. got your egg incubator. Any duplicate allies that you get out of your eggs, you can loot collect them right here. This is a special loot collect bench specifically for loot collecting geode items. And then you have the companion trader that I was talking about before. This is where you go to see what stats your companion gives at each level and where you upgrade them. And to mix it up a little bit this time, I'm going to go into the sunken sun vault cave this time. The 3 different quests that they give you. One of them is helping 3 of the critters. That'd be these little guys. This one, he just wants me to laser them and take the treasure he found. It's probably the best critter. Doesn't cost anything, and it gives you stuff. So there's one. Give that guy a blanket. That'll be 2 critters that I've helped. And each critter that you help gives you a lesser crystal cache as well. So, grabbing those quests is just a little bit bonus caches, basically. Depends on your question, really, on whether or not I'll answer it. So yeah, this will be my 3rd critter that I helped. Now he's gone, and get to claim my lesser crystal cache for completing that one. Another one of the quests is mining 20 ores, collect inorganic material. So by that they mean ore. Doesn't matter which type of ore, you just got to collect 20 of them. Normally I wouldn't mine this ore, but I'm just kind of showing the different quests. And the 3rd quest is collect organic materials. So that's any of your plants. Oops, wrong one. Any of your plant materials. Tier 2. Yeah, I go out occasionally. This last week I haven't really gone out and done much. Whenever these new updates hit, I normally hit them pretty hard. Typically, I'd say 90% of my free time is probably spent grinding when the new updates come out. Otherwise, I do enjoy going out, go to the bar, go see some movies, maybe go to a park, play some frisbee golf, things like that. Otherwise, Trove, if I'm not on Trove, I really don't play too much else on PlayStation. Kind of disappointed in PlayStation, honestly, with this generation. PS3 was pretty good. PS2 was probably the peak of Sony, in my opinion. Otherwise, if I'm not on Trove, I'm on I play Nintendo. Recently getting back into Nintendo games. Switch is pretty cool, being the fact that it's a home console as well as a portable console, so you get kind of a two-in-one, which is pretty unique. Definitely a pretty neat feature that it has. Yeah, I've seen Teddy Bear there just whispered me asking if I want to participate in a piñata party next week. I would say yes, but I'm pretty much done with Geode now. So I'm just going to be throwing all my pins. So I'll be pretty much just throwing all my pins for the club. That's right, you did want to join me, didn't you, Dragon Beast? All right, we'll go back. I'll go back to the, because I'm not too far into it yet. I'll go back to Sanctuary, and if you want to join up, you can. Easiest way to do this would probably be, because there's a little bit of a lag, I know, in between like what I'm actually doing and what you guys are seeing. So probably the best way to do this would be, I think if you're in my club, you can just join on me. Yep, there we go. All right, we'll go in on count of 3. Welcome, Guggy. I think that's how you say your name. Welcome to the stream. Let's see if Dragon actually showed up here. He froze. Well, after I'm done with this run, I'll wait for you again. Give you a chance to meet up with me and try to keep up and hit up a cave. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll do the best I can to answer. If I don't know the answer to it, I'll just straight tell you I don't know. I don't want to mislead anybody or give you bad information, spread rumors or anything like that. Ooh, lagging a little bit there. Right now I'm just kind of sprinting through the tiers 1 through 4, trying to get to tier 5 where better chances of actually finding eggs. Yeah, the jet boots are only for the Geode part. I enjoy them. Don't have to sit there and spam X to jump up. You can just kind of push and hold in the button, which is pretty nice. And then like the Lunar Lancer has, is you get a hook shot, climbing hook. It works similar to the Lunar Lancer's spear throw that it has. It kind of varies on how many crystal caches I get each run. You know, sometimes I focus more on healing the critters and getting caches than other times. Other times I'm just focused on eggs. Other times I'm in here trying to, you know, I got a specific ore in mind or material that I want to go harvest. So I end up try to focus on one thing when I go in here, because you are limited on time with how much gas you have, so. And right now, today mostly my focus is going to be just gathering more companion eggs, trying to get the last 3 out of 8 companions that I'm missing, which is all Trove RNG. So I could farm 200 eggs today and get nothing. The first 3 eggs that I hatch open today, I could end up I could get the allies I need. Very much doubt that. I'm thinking more it's going to be the collect a couple hundred eggs and end up getting none of the companions I need. You get more mastery. That's really why you want to do the Geode stuff, is it's going to give you more Trove mastery. The more Trove mastery you get, the higher you get stat increases for all of your classes as your mastery goes up. So, and then it's something a little bit different to do than the normal Trove grind. I mean, it's still a grind, but it's a little bit different. It's nice to mix things up a little bit here and there. And it's also for new players, because you don't have any requirements to start the Geode, and it's kind of its own thing. So it gives new players a good chance to come up. You know, they can harvest these materials and sell them for flux, and then they can use their flux to help on the rest of the main game. And then it's also Geode does have its own leaderboard for Geode Mastery, and it's the top 2,000 players, I believe, for Geode get a blue name. So it gives new players they have a new opportunity to get a colored name. Hey Glock, welcome back. Still just farming eggs. Yeah, today is a pretty good day to earn XP for clubs, especially if the club has any of the Gem World quests. Being Gem Day, you get extra gem boxes, so those quests do complete pretty quick. My loyalty is at more than most people. We'll leave it at that. I help keep this game free to play. Give Tryon enough money that they don't charge everybody just to play it. One of the things that does contribute to my high loyalty is, you know, buying pins and throwing parties for the clubs. I used to buy items, because back in beta, a lot more of the items out of the store were tradable. So I would buy stuff for some of my friends that didn't have money, help them get going, things like that. And honestly, someone's loyalty really isn't anybody's business. I mean, I don't ask you how much money you have in your bank, what kind of car do you drive, or anything like that. You know, those are kind of financial questions, which is actually kind of a rude thing to ask people about. And really, what I do with my money is my business. What you do with your money is your business. Yep, I'd have to agree with you there, Glock. Everybody just worried about themselves and not everybody else, what everybody else is doing. You know, take all that energy that you focus on. What's so and so doing? What's that person doing? Why are what are they spending their money on? Take all your focus and your energy and focus that into your grind. You know, worry about improving yourself. That'll definitely help you get ahead a lot more than worrying what other people are doing. Grab a little bit of this ore while I'm in here. I don't have a lot of that anymore. Should have brought my barrier shield with me for this cave, really, because that's nice to activate your barrier shield, and then you jump in that lava. The lava would give you a lot of damage, but if you have that barrier shield active, it'll block the damage, and because you would be taking damage, it would give you a lot of energy back, so I'd be able to actually move a lot faster through here than what I am. You're fine, Dragon. I get asked that all the time. I just letting you know for future reference, because some people will get pretty angry if you ask them about their loyalty. Or patron, as it used to be called. Way more subs. What do you mean by way more subs? I'm not completely sure what you're saying there, Phrase. Also, thanks for tuning in. Good to see you here. Appreciate the support. Oh, yeah. That I do. I do need more subscribers on YouTube. It's been a long time since I've streamed. Today is kind of my first day back at it in quite some time. So I appreciate everybody that's here watching. If you'd like to see more of what I'm doing, go ahead and subscribe. That way I know that people actually do kind of want to see what I'm doing, and it's worthwhile of streaming. Otherwise, if nobody's going to watch, there's really, what's the point in actually streaming? It's kind of the reason I quit the first time, as well as I don't have really good gear for streaming, so I just stream through the PlayStation. But if I have enough people that are actually interested in watching and things like that, I could see getting a little bit more invested in, get a good computer again and get cameras and everything like that. Not trying to bash any other streamers, but yeah, I personally don't care for Scythe just because he doesn't always give accurate information. He starts rumors. He tells everybody. I don't like to do that. If I don't know something, I'm going to tell you I don't know. If it hasn't been confirmed, if I don't see proof of it, I'm not going to say it's there. I'm not going to tell everybody that there's a U10 coming. I'm not going to tell everybody that there's new gems, because I don't know that. It hasn't been confirmed. There's talk of it. There's a lot of rumors about it, but it has not been. It's not here yet. Until it's actually a thing, I'm not gonna really talk about it and bring it up too much. Oops, make myself a note. Go down when I come out of here. See if we can find this egg. No, that's one of the big things that even on the PS4 community is not a. There's a lot of people that they don't like to give new players accurate information. You know, when you first start playing this game, how much did you really know? You know, did you know how to get new gems? Did you know what was good? Did you know what stats you're looking for? I know I didn't. I had to ask for help. And unfortunately, the most common response that you get when you ask people for help and information is, you know, kill yourself, go away, noob, you know, mean, stupid things like that. I mean, it does get a little annoying having to answer the same questions all the time, but, you know, help each other out. You know, if someone asks, hey, where do I go to get a class gem? Tell them that you need to get a class gem key, and you need to go to U8 or U9 Everdark. You know, help each other out. Spread the information. You know, make this community good. You know, people I've already seen, you know, people ask, you know, what kind of stats do I want on my Shadow Hunter? And then people tell them, oh, you want magic damage, max health, and health regain. Like, really? You just told them the complete opposite of what they need for stats? No, they ask what stat should I have on my Shadow Hunter? Tell them the truth. Tell them that, you know, get physical damage, crit hit. If you're a little lower level and you're not killing stuff quick enough, maybe add a little bit of health to the mixture until you get your damage up more. If it wasn't for some of the people on here that helped me, I wouldn't know what I was doing. You know, there's hidden mounts and stuff that you craft. You know, if you travel, west, I can't remember if it's west or east, but if you travel out in the hub, there's a portal to the Alpha hub, and that's where you end up crafting the porta potty mount. Not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people actually tell you that either. It is west. All right, I thought it was west, but I wasn't positive. Wait a minute. I didn't mark down which way I went. I hope I'm going the right way. I hate getting turned around in here. Hi, Itachi Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. If I butcher any of your guys' names, I apologize for that. I'm not always the best with names. Hell, I might even be butchering some of the... Ooh, as you can see, I stepped in that lava, took a pretty good hit to my gas. Not always the best with names. Alright, I don't recognize this cave, so I think I went the right way. Got lucky there. Yep, have a good one, Glock. Catch you later. Looks like I got a cave without an egg this time, though. Unless I missed it somewhere. Oh, that's gonna cost me. Jumped in the lava. This isn't gonna be a very good egg farm this run. Alright, thanks for tuning in, Phrase. Appreciate it. If you guys don't mind it, appreciate the subscribes before you go. Encourage me to stream more and possibly invest in some gear if there's enough people that actually watch. Yep, will do. Awesome, appreciate it, thank you very much. Yep, see you later. I gotta exit this one right. If I don't even think I'm gonna make it back to exiting this layer. Gas is getting pretty low. Took those couple jumps into the lava by accident. Thank you, Koji. Appreciate it. There we go, one more egg before I get booted out of the cave. Dragon, did you want to try again on joining up with me before I enter the next cave? Ask you now that way, because I know there's that little bit of a lag between what I'm doing and what you guys are seeing. That way I know to wait for you or not. Just collect as much ore as I can here before I get booted out. You can only go up to tier 3. Alright, I'll farm a little bit of the layers in tier 3 with you then. We'll just kind of rush to tier 3. Grab all the quests before I go there. Check on my stuff. Another 48 minutes. Alright. Got all the quests. Get those extra caches. Alright, well I've gone in the other 2 caves already, so we'll go on the one I don't really care for. Seeing how I'll be going in tier 3 and farming it with you. While I'm loading here, take a second to thank everybody for tuning in. Little bit of lag in between the streams, so I didn't see that until I'm already in the portal there, Koji. But next run, if you're interested, you can tag along with me. Nice, you got food, so that covers the one I don't have. Nice. Tier 2. Hope I didn't. Excuse me for a second. I don't know if you're still in the stream as you're playing there, Dragon. Hope I didn't lose you too far behind. I'll wait for you when I get to the tier 3 at the beginning of it. That way you can kind of catch up a little bit. Take my time and mine some of this lesser ore that's really not so important. Oh no, you're right here with me. Nice, you are keeping up. Okay, that's a layer, dead end. We're gonna go down this one? Alright, why not? And then there's special boxes that can be found. They look like a unique ore. Those are actually a box. I believe it's tier 1 and 2. You can get the builder's box. And I think it's 3 and 4. You can find builder's chests. And then tier 5, you can get builder vaults. And they all, as far as I can tell, they all all contain the same loot, but it's just you get more of it and better chances maybe at getting the good loot. And this is one of them that this is why I don't like this cave. I have splits, goes in circles, easy to get turned around. And unlike the other ones where it's nice, wide, and open, it's a little harder to find the egg in these ones. And then being in tier 2, we may not even find an egg. Nice, you found it. Alright. Let's see, not over there. Too far away, I don't see an outline of you yet. So I could sit here and run around in circles in these caves forever. I don't know where I'm going in Verdient veins. Up here. Alright. Nice. Good job. That looks like right where we came in, isn't it? Wow. Ran right past it. GG on finding that one, thank you. Alright man, thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to see more, please give me a subscribe, that way I know that people are interested in me streaming, and then I'll continue to do so. Oh, we passed it, turn around. I believe all the gem quests each give 150, if I'm not mistaken. It may only be 100, but the most that a quest gives for a club is 150 for experience. Anybody that's just turning into the stream, wondering why I keep typing right, left, up, down, things like that into my chat, it's just a reminder for myself on which way to go when I exit layers. That way I don't get turned around and go backwards into all the stuff that I've already completed. Right now it looks like we're in a Cogwine and kelp layer. As you can tell, there's a lot of cogwine and kelp laying around. But being Gem Day, I'd recommend doing find the gem NPCs. And just remember, if your club doesn't have the quests that you're looking for, you can always go to another club and get the quests from them. Your club won't get the XP, but you still get the adventuring, and so you can still donate clubbits to your club, even though you're not grinding experience for them. That's typically what I do, is go where the quests are, what's going to give you the most adventuring. Yeah, we are getting pretty close to level 10. When we get that up there, kind of saving the clubbits we do have. That way we can get that Horde of Prosperity right away. I'm not seeing an egg in here, so I think we may be SOL for an egg in this layer. But it was a pretty good kelp and cogwine layer, so... And see, I wrote that right in chat, so I leave here and we follow the right wall into the next area. Nice. Yeah, I believe Drot does have the water gem NPC. And that will be up for another 6.5 hours yet before that guy will leave. And then a half hour I can summon a new NPC. Rip. Well, if you're fairly quick at being able to get at logging back in, you should be able to log back into the same cave, unless you mean you got kicked because you ran out of gas. If that's the case, then I'm going to kind of push on a little further here to go to tier 5 for better luck for eggs. Yep, that's where getting those rocket boots leveled up, preventing that fall damage comes in handy. Very helpful in being able to get further, stay longer. Take those crystals, thank you. Another lesser crystal cache. Tier 4. One more tier to go, and then I can start going in those layers again. And then I'm not sure how far these caves really go. I think tier 5 might be endless, because I have done nothing but just sprint as far as I can into the cave, and I did not reach an end. You know, I just kept going as far as I could, didn't stop in any layers, just ran. Alright, it's nice. So Ash's Doblis has pretty much a bunch of all the good quests. It's pretty cool. Good place to go if you're looking for quests then. Welcome anybody that's new to the stream. Everybody else that's been here a while, thanks for sticking around. If anybody has any questions, comments, feel free. you like what you see and you like to see more videos from me, let me know, give me a subscribe. This is the unique ore that's in tier 5 of the Verdiant veins. Some white stone. Each cave has its own unique materials to them. If you're not sure where to find a material, when you look at your different items in the bench to upgrade them, if you scroll over the items that you need, it'll tell you what they are and where to find them. Here I am getting distracted again, mining ore, supposed to be focusing on eggs here. That's what I really want. And once again, it's my least favorite layer. One I always get turned around and lost in. Oh, nice, there's the egg right away. Got kind of lucky with that. Alright, thanks for the advice there, Dragon Beast. That's one of the things where I need to get a computer and some of those bots to help me with doing the giveaways and stuff like that. I used to try to do giveaways, but I ended up stopped doing that because people started saying that it's rigged because I didn't have a bot picking it. I would just write down names and put them in a hat and then draw at random. But people started trying to say that, oh, it's rigged or this or that, so I just kind of gave up on that stuff. But it's definitely something I'll keep in mind. If I start to get more viewers and people that are interested, then if that's what people would like me to do, I'll try to make that a thing. Right now, as far as I can tell, I only got, what, 3 people watching? So, how about this for a giveaway? Everybody that says something in chat after I'm done with this cave run, I'll give 10k flux to everybody that's watching. Says their PS4 gamer tag in chat, and I'll give you 10k flux when I'm done with this run. Alright, got you, Dragon Beast. How about the other 2 that are watching? Play on NA? Here's your chance. 10K flux free. 10K giveaway. Everybody that types in their PSN name into the comment box. Even on Twitch, you still have to get your own bots though. You have to download programs that you gotta set up and everything. Because I used to stream on Twitch also, but I don't know, I'm personally not a fan of Twitch. More people have YouTube accounts and are on YouTube than on Twitch anyway, really. Yeah, it kind of seems that way. Not a very active chat going on. Here, I'll promote my stream a little bit. Make sure I have the flux to cover it too, though. Let's see, I have... Oh yeah, plenty of flux. Maybe that'll get a few more people in here watching. First 10 people type their name in chat, get a 10K flux. Alright, so we got Happy Josh, CZ Dominator. Mark these down. Got Lolly and Dragon. So we got 4 people so far that got claim their 10K. I'll be handing out the 10K as soon as I'm done with this this egg grind. If you'd like the 10K flux giveaway, it's the first 10 people to type their PSN name into chat will get 10K flux after I leave this cave. While you're here, appreciate it if you give me a subscribe. more subscribes I have, the more giveaways I'll start to do in the future here, and the more likely I will be to continue to stream. Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Got you down, Mace. Be giving out the flux, the 10k flux, after I'm done with this cave. Right now I have 5 people that have said their PSN name, claimed their flux. I still have 50k flux to give away. Your Weed Mans. Hey man, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. I'll mark you down. Make sure you get your flux when I'm done with this cave here. So that's 6 out of 10. Still got 40k flux I got to give away. Anybody else that wants to give me their say their PSN, be giving out the flux after I finish this cave. For getting metamatter, go to the merchant in Sanctuary. There's a merchant that sells queries. Alright, A1 King, I'll mark you down. Make sure you get your flux after this cave. But you go to the merchant, you buy queries. You get the ones that cost 4,000 crystals. Hey Meek, thanks for coming. I'll mark you down, make sure you get your 10k. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 20k left to give away. But yeah, you go to the merchant, you get those queries that cost 4,000 crystals, and make sure you get a lodestar, and you use it on that query once you fill it with XP and put it in the incubator. It'll give you, because if you use a lodestar on it, it guarantees that you'll get metamatter. Otherwise, you may just end up with some material. That seems to be one of the most efficient ways to... Hey, Carent, I think I said that right. Carient? Sorry if I butcher your name. Still have 20,000 flux to give away. If you type in your PSN name, doing the first 10 people that give me their PSN are getting 10k flux each. I have 20k left to give away. I'll be handing out the flux after I'm done with this cave. While you're here, appreciate if you gave me a subscribe. The more subscribes I have, the more giveaways I'll do in the future, the more streaming I'll continue to do, because then I know that people are actually interested in tuning in. And alright, so you have the same as your YouTube name. I'll mark you down here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9 out of 10. Still got 10,000 flux to give away. Next person to give me their PSN name, when I'm done with this cave, I'll be giving away 100k. 90k of it has been claimed so far. I just need one PSN name. Thanks, Weed Man. Appreciate it a bunch. Alright, I'll be almost done with this run here in this cave, so I'll be handing out the flux very shortly. For those that know the Club Draught, type in if you type in /join world draught, this is where I'll be handing out the flux at. Doing the first 10 people to type in their... Oh, we have number 10. Spawn of Divine. Alright, so I have 10 names. I have 100,000 flux here to give away, 10k to each person. So I'll be going to /join world draught. Sorry, Deathstrokes, you're just a little bit late. I just got number 10. So if you were one of the first 10 people to give me your PSN name, come to Draught. Alright, spawn of... We'll take care of you first. CZ, you're the first one to click on here. You were one of the 10. Here's your 10,000 flux. Thanks for tuning in. Please give me a subscribe. Hope to see you back in the future. Mark you off my list here. Let's see, we got Spawn. Yep, you were one of the first 10. It's 10,000 flux for you. Thanks for tuning in. Please give me a subscribe. The more subscribes I have, the more likely I am to continue to stream, and the more giveaways I'll be doing in the future. Happy Josh. There you go. 10,000 flux. Let's see. What do we got left here? Still need Mace Galaxy, Weedman, Mika. Oh, there we go. Waleo 6. Sorry to anybody if I butcher your name. I'm not always the best with names. Try to do the best I can. Someone can take your spot. Alright, well then I need another PSN name. First one to give me their PSN name in chat there will get 10,000 flux. Rocket, I'm sorry Rocket, I don't have your name on my in chat here. You gotta give me your PSN name. There's Carint, 10,000 flux. Mark you off. Still have 5 more to give away. There's Mace Galaxy. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll be doing more giveaways here in the future. Shoot me some subscribes. More subscribers I have, the more often I'll stream, the more giveaways I'll be doing in the future. Galaxy, Dragon. Let's see, so I need Weedman, Mika, and this guy gave up his to give to someone else. So who am I missing here? I still have 10k flux to give away to anybody that has not won and gives me their PSN name. There's Weedman. Just need to type your PSN name out into the chat. How many pins do I have? Currently, I think I have like 25, 30 pins. That'd be about it right now. Alright, Meek, so you're not claiming yours. So I have 20k to give away, and Gamer Boy, you get 10k of that. I need one more PSN name yet, and to give away another 10,000 flux. To claim your flux, please come to Drot. You type in /joinworlddrot. That is the club that I'm currently in, and handing the 10,000 flux away. While you're here, appreciate if you give me a subscribe. The more subscribers I have, the more likely I am to continue streaming, and the more giveaways I'll be doing in the future. So I believe it's /joinme is the command. G4M3, unless that RBOI112. See, do we have... There he is. There's Gamer. He, she, I'm not sure. Apologize if not trying to offend anybody. There they are. There's your 10,000 flux. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, well, it doesn't look like I have anybody else trying to claim that last 10k flux, so I guess wait just a little bit longer here, see if anybody tries, and I'll throw that's right, the pinatas are glitched. Take them out one at a time. They need to fix this. That was a bad glitch. There we go. 10 pinatas to throw. You get those 3 companions. Nope, I haven't hatched any of my eggs yet. I'm still just farming eggs. I'm up to 25 of them. Been averaging 7 to 8 eggs per run that I've been doing here. I'm gonna take a short break. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. I'm gonna go have a smoke. Don't smoke. Cigarettes are bad, very bad for your health. very addicting, very hard to quit. So if you don't smoke, don't start. Otherwise, you'd be like me and you have to interrupt your gaming just to go have one. So I will be back in just a couple minutes here. Oh, Daredevil 357. Alright, I will give you your flux as soon as I come back from my smoke. Thanks for tuning in. You are the last one to claim that 10,000 flux out of the 100,000 flux giveaway I did. So I'll be back in just a moment to give you your flux. Alright, like I said, under 5 minutes I am back. Thanks everybody for your patience. Daredevil, if you're here, I'll give you that 10k flux that you won. If you want to come over to the trade post. And if you guys would like to see more streams in the future and more giveaways, please shoot me a subscribe. The more subscribes I have, the more giveaways I'll do in the future, and the more often I'll start streaming again. It's my first day back to streaming in a long time. And it looks like that's the end of this one. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. I gotta reset. Looks like Trove froze me.